Hi po sa inyo lahat. Ito po si Frosty Jamesph. Then, ngayon magre-reaction vlog tayo sa isang video na puro yung mga near-death experience nila. Pero, subukan ko pong hindi mag-react sa mga mapapanood po natin. Let's watch this.
Number 5. Okay, let's be real. Riding a motorbike can be dangerous even at the best of times because you've literally only got your clothes to protect you if something goes wrong. Like seriously, you have no airbags on a bike and nothing between you.
Grabe yung mga ganito, yung mga airbikes. Pero, kahit saan naman parte, meron ganito talaga. Sa Pilipinas, meron din.
Road if you take a tumble. And let's face it doesn't take that much to cause a crash no matter how good of a driver you are. And so yeah, for this guy, everything seems pretty normal at first. Like he's just driving along the highway in the sunshine. But things go downhill in a big way really quickly.
Pa yung mangyari. Oh my God!
I'm not even joking, it happens so quick you can almost miss it. But basically a car was tearing past him and he swerves just enough to hit the bike. Like it's only a tiny movement, but you can hear the sound as it connects. The car has a crazy amount of force behind it. So yeah, I gotta admit, it's pretty terrifying, because if the car had been a tiny bit faster or closer, it definitely could have killed him. As it turns out, fortunately, he ends up being able to drive away as normal.
Buti na lang talaga. Bilis din ng paandar niya eh. Yun talaga, kailangan tayo mag-ingat. Munti ka na, tinamaan yata yung puwitan ng buntot niya. Ano ba yan? Buti na lang buhay pa siya. Sa Pilipinas, nangyayari rin to eh.
Number 4.
So na guys.
Now this video is so intense that I almost won an award from GoPro itself, and watching it, it's not really hard to see why. Like these friends are just fishing and diving off the coast of South Africa, but as soon as they get in the water, it's clear they're dealing with something a bit bigger than they were expecting. I mean, all the normal stuff is there, like coral and rocks and schools of fish, but pretty soon they're seeing something way cooler. Can you guess what it is? Yeah, that's right. A great freaking white shark swims right up next to him, getting so close you could literally hear the water moving around both of them. I mean, if I was the guy, I'd be pretty terrified, but then it gets worse, because the shark starts turning around and heading straight for him. Now at that point, I'd be hauling towards the shore, but thankfully the shark turns away at the last minute and covers the guy from being a human suit. Anyways, the video nearly got him killed, but I guess it might be sort of worth it since he went on to win an award. But still, I'm not sure I'd risk it.
Hindi rin ako magaling
lumangoy. How about you guys,
eh.
though? Would you risk your life to become famous? Let me know by leaving a comment down below.
Grabe, isa pa. Kahit sabihin may harpoon ka dyan, nahihirapan ka dyan. Hindi ka na. Ang laking pating yan.
Number 3. Okay, so if you ask me, you've got to be pretty crazy to go skiing all by yourself in the first place, especially if you're in the middle of nowhere and halfway up a mountain. With that said, this video of skiing in Alaska proves just how dangerous it can be. And trust me, it's not an experience you want to try out for yourself. I mean, the dude isn't even skiing that close to the edge. You'd think he'd be safe, right? Well, it only takes a couple of seconds for the video to show him literally an inch from death.
Fuck! Hello!
Basically what happens is an avalanche starts right on the area skiing through, and it's so close that he literally has to ski over a split in the snow. Like it all happened so fast that it's hard to believe it happened at all, but for him it must have lasted a lifetime, since he was so close to falling to his death. Regardless, I think the scariest thing with this one is that you can see him digging his holes and as the snow starts to slip, like he's trying to claw his way back to safety.
Sure.
Say what?
Buti na lang talaga. Konting-konti na lang eh. Mahulog na siya eh. Ay nga pala sa mga friends ko dito. Ay sa mga sumusuporta sa akin. Sa Frosty Jamesph page. Maraming salamat po. More reaction vlog soon. Subscribe po kayo ha. Pero grabe talaga.
Number 2. Now, planes and skydiving are two things that tons of people are scared of. And even if you weren't before, there's a good chance you will be by the end of this video. Basically, the skydiver was taking his best friend's wife out for her first ever jump, and it should have been a fun, normal experience, but instead, it pretty much turned into a jump from hell.
What?
What happened was the plane they jumped out of didn't get far enough away from them, so they were in danger from the start. Not just that, but it ended up flying straight towards them as they were falling, close enough that their feet were dangling over the wings as it passed underneath them. Now, if that sounds terrifying to you, that's because, well, it kinda is. Like, it would have only taken the slightest time difference to kill them both.
Munti ka na
Not just that, but
magbangga.
the plane passing ripped away some of their gear, so they had to pull their reserve pair.
Takot yan. Tapos first time mo lang magganyan, tapos ganyan po mangyayari. Near-death experience.
Number 1. Okay, to be honest, I have no idea why anyone would want to drive their motorcycle down a railway track in the first place. But if you've ever thought about it, let this video be your warning about why it's a bad idea. I mean, it looks pretty cool at first. Like, the biker and his friend are driving with a bunch of old freight trains on one side and
Bike
the grass
sa
on the
mga
other, and
daanan
it
ng
looks like the whole
release
thing
ng
is
tren.
totally abandoned.
Medyo delikado.
And so, yeah, I'm assuming the two bikers must have thought so too, but that turned out to be a mistake, and it was one that nearly cost them more than their bikes.
Shucks! Napakalapit.
Basically, the first thing you hear is a train horn in the distance, and the next thing you know, both bikers are bailing off their bikes as fast as they can. Luckily, they make it onto the grass safely, but one guy leaves his bike still on the tracks, and him and his friend are still trying to drag it off when the train shows up. Now, they managed to get it to safety just in time, but honestly, the whole thing is so close that it's
Pero
really hard to
grabe
watch.
yun Napakalapit.
Say what?
Dali. Ano? Parang PNR sa atin dito sa Pilipinas. Tikang ka na dun, boy. Anong ginagawa mo?
And there's our video on the top 5 craziest near-death moments during
Bali yun, guys. Laging tatandaan, safety first. Kasi hindi natin alam. Yung mga gantong bagay pwedeng mangyari sa atin na hindi natin inaasahan. Then, ayun. Mag-iingat kayo palagi, ha? Ayun, medyo nakapas naman ako kasi hindi naman masyado nag-react sa mga near-death experience na to. Pero, sa mga nagkagusto dito na nanood, please subscribe to my channel po and supportahan niyo po ako. Frosty Jamesph. Salamat po.